be me, 13, at the time around 5th grade. Our school was in the shitty part of town next to some shitty college campus. Big kids from there would do drugs and occasionally fuck near our school playground. Cars, trees, rooftops, you name it. I was good friends with one kid, let's call him Roger. Roger was a cool guy. We would play Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Before and after school. Basically, we were pretty much the only ones in the school who weren't complete normies, and the only ones who knew what the fuck Pokemon are. It was a shitty Eurofag town. The rest of the school would talk about soccer and sports, for which we didn't give two shits. Roger was a massive kid, tall and strong. He would be fucking terrifying if he didn't have such a strong case of baby face. Meanwhile, I was short and skinny, used to be bullied a lot. I swear to God, we looked like Asterix and Obelix when together. At the start of the next school year, one of the new students really stuck out. It only took 3 seconds for us to realize that he was a tard. Pedophile mustache, bowl-cut hair, no jawline. Think of the ugliest 12-year-old you could imagine. For no reason at all, he came up to me and Roger, who were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something. He walked, swinging his head like a pigeon, and with his arms tight around his torso like they were glued. "Hey guys!" he said in the most annoying voice a 12-year-old could shit out of his mouth, revealing his half-rotten teeth. "My name is Ice Cream!" Motherfucker thinks that his name is Ice Cream. Later found out that his real name isn't much better, but we call him Ice Cream from now on. Roger immediately realized that we don't want any of this bullshit and told him to fuck off. He released a tard screech with the strength of 1,000 gypsies and ran back into the building. What in the name of St. Joseph's left nipple .onion? Later I found out that the tard goes to the same class as my younger sister. Oh fuck no, .wad. This is where shit hits the fan. Most of the info I'm about to list comes from my sister, because due to being in the same class as the ice cream tard, she has a lot more laughs than me. Allegedly, he likes the taste of his own boogers. He would take peanuts from his lunchbox and shove them into his nose, which would make even Shlomo Sheckelstein tremble in fear, and proceeded to eat them with his nose sauce on them. Some sources say he also did that with his asshole, but I'm not sure. He very well could have. He was also a public masturbator. College fags would record him wanking beneath their windows. He would also slap the asses of other boys. I witnessed him get beat up after that, after which he stopped. And now the reason why he is called Ice Cream. A couple of kids witnessed his mother licking him before he is sent to school, after which everyone would mock him by making licking noises, pick-related. This is where I got really fucking mad at him. During a lunch break, I ran into him in front of the boys' bathroom. "Hey, nerd," he said in a voice that resembled a duck more than a human. I politely told him to fuck off because I don't want any of his shit. This is where shit hits the fan yet again. The faggot fucking touched me. He touched me with his booger and peanut-stained hands. My inner anger was so high that I thought I could turn into a Super Saiyan. Some of my former bullies and a girl I liked came around to see me go apeshit. I was known to get pissed easily. I don't want to look like a pussy, so I gave them what they wanted to see. I released a scream 10 times louder than that of his. With the power of friendship, I will beat Ice Cream Tard and Stacy will suck my dick real quick. I punch him in the face with the strength of 1,000 weebs. I was not a strong kid, but the sound of his teeth crunching could still be heard. He proceeded to smear his face with his greasy hand. Fuck yeah, Anon the Ice Cream Slayer. I liked the name, Ice Cream Slayer. Ice Cream did his tard bird walk to the principal's office. Oh shit, oh fuck, .pdf. Our principal was a ginger SJW bitch, and one of the main reasons we don't have special ed classes nor tard wranglers. I knew I was fucked. Tell my mom I loved her, .iso. Any sane kid would run for their fucking life in a situation like this, but I decided to grow some testicles and face that bitch head on. The victory against the ice cream tard gave me a confidence boost. I shit you not, that bitch literally has the word hell in her name. I see the bitch holding the tard by the hand and coming in my general direction. The tard pointed his finger at me and said in a half-crying voice, "It was him!" I could already see myself spending 3 fucking hours in that bitch's office and her telling me, "How could you even think about doing that?" or some shit. When suddenly I hear all the people who were watching me falcon punch the tard speak in one voice. "Ice Cream provoked it on first. He was obviously defending." My face when did the cum shot of Jesus land directly on my head to get this fucking lucky. Still got punished by my parents for attacking a tard though. Literally washed my hand until it turned red. Sadly, I didn't get the suck from the weeb girl I liked. Roger congratulates me and we spend the rest of the day drawing comics about the retarded adventures of Ice Cream Tard. From this point on, Ice Cream will try to fuck my life up as hard as he fucking can. One day, I came back to school and asked my sister about the Ice Cream Tard as per usual. I'm trying to get as much embarrassing shit about him as I can. My sister tells me that the punch I gave him knocked out 2 of his front teeth. They were rotten anyway, and that he tried to fucking glue them back. The motherfucking tard stole a hot glue gun from the art class and started shoving it up his fucking mouth. Teacher wasn't there, so instead of helping him, my sister's class just watched him in awe. The very next moment he discovered why it is called a hot glue gun. The faggot started screaming in pain as the hot glue filled the holes where the teeth once were. They didn't see him for a couple more days after that. Arigato, Sister Chan, you are a good spy. Buckle up, boys, it gets brutal from now on. Couple of days later, me and Roger were playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! To kill time. He came up to us. Me and Roger were preparing ourselves for a potential shitstorm. Me and Roger were playing cards a bit further away from school so the first graders wouldn't try to eat our cards or something. He came up to us with a smile that resembled a serial killer. A pretty damn ugly serial killer. Roger stood up and prepared for a fight. Ice Cream did something that he should never have done. He snatched the cards from my hand with the speed of 1,000 monkeys on Viagra. The moment he snatched my cards, though, one was my precious Slipper the Sky Dragon card. It's not a very good card nowadays, but it is my lucky card. He started running like 6 million Usain Bolts were chasing him. Holy motherfucking shit of the holy demon cow raised between Satan's ass cheeks, he is fast. Cue the Benny Hill theme. Me and Roger were running like the wind trying to catch the Ice Cream Tard. That shit must have been funnier than any Scooby-Doo chase scene. One skinny weeb kid Naruto running and screaming, "Ice Cream!" Be me, 15 at the time. We had a tard in our school nicknamed Train. He was called this because of how fast he walked in the halls, and for the fact that I had seen him barrel through people without any consideration or hesitation. One time he just knocked some poor Asian gal, who was 5 foot tall, to the ground and kept going. She had a sprained ankle. Another time ended differently. Train bumped into a black kid named Cordavius. Cordavius was a dick, no question about it. Took a hot glue gun from me in science class once, was obnoxiously loud and was just disrespectful to everyone, even his teachers. Train rams into him, but doesn't get far. "Yo, what the fuck, retard?" Cordavius screams, with the rage of his whipped ancestor. The train does not stop. My face when Cordavius ran up to Train to stop him. Cordavius grabs the back of his shirt. Bad move.tif. Train turns around slowly, as if to give Cordavius a chance to run away. Cordavius instead, like a moron, goes to punch Train. Train shoves himself onto Cordavius, pushing him away. He lets out a noise akin to a train whistle, a deep, deep, deep whistle. His face red as hot coal. Train isn't too special body-wise, just average. But he's a tard, which instantly negates the average human limiter we all have. Train walks, not runs, but walks quickly up to Cordavius, stopper of trains, and grabs his neck with both hands. Cordavius starts kicking, but he has already lost. Train lifts Cordavius up, only briefly, then throws him into the wall. The crowd goes wild. But Train hasn't stopped. Cordavius the Derailer has not been punished enough. Train stomps on Cordavius's leg and we hear an audible crack. The crowd winces, some even puked. But it isn't over. Where are the teachers? Train spends 2 minutes of his time tearing Cordavius apart, ripping his hair off with his gorilla strength, slapping him in the face, punching his chest, all while the poor punching bag is crying and screaming like a meth baby. Finally, a teacher arrives. Turns out something happened at our TARD HQ, which is why the TARD guards weren't at full alert. It takes 4 guards to pull Train off Cordavius, but it doesn't matter. Cordavius should have died right there, but God must have been too mesmerized to do anything. Never saw Cordavius again until 4 months later. He was walking with a limp, and still does, and had bald patches on his hair from where Train tore it off. Train got off scot-free, save for a stern talking to. My face when Cordavius is nicknamed Choo Choo Boo Boo, and the spot where it happened was known as the Pummel Zone. Thank you, Train.